Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we're back to set up my budget planner for the month of November. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing below. And I hope you all are having a super fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening. I know it's Wednesday, hump day. Whoop whoop. I'm excited. I'm always living for Friday. I don't even know why. But yeah, I hope you all are doing well. Today, the kit that I'm going to be using is called Burnt Floral, and it's from Caffeinated Cait. If I had to name this kit, it would be called Shades of Lipstick That I Would Wear. Love this kit. It is so pretty to me. And you guys know, my birthday is this month. Yay! Now, also, I'm going to use the Seasonal Rongrong sticker book from the Happy Planner. This is the old one. I think they came out with a new one. I haven't been like looking around too much because every time I look at stuff I want to buy it. So I know there's a new one, but this is the one that I had from last year. So I'm trying to do my best to use what I have. Okay, I got to get serious about paying off this debt, and I got to stop up all these little holes I got, which means my need for stickers. Um, but yeah, this is a very pretty, warm shaded kit, and I love it. I don't think there's been one I haven't loved that I've purchased. Every month that goes by, I get a new one that I like. You're also going to see that I'm going to use some icons from PlannerKate. That's from some old stuff that I have here, and some day off stickers. They came from PlannerKate. I took all those. I tried to consolidate things down so I don't have a lot of stuff. And so I just stuck them all on one sheet. So that's why you're going to see those when you see them. I'm just putting down my payday stickers and my bill due stickers. I have worked really hard to reduce the number of bills that I actually have. I mean, I try to look at old calendars that I have, and I look at all those bills that I had, and I'm like, whew, girl, you came a long way. Because it felt like all my money was going out, but it was obligations I made, so it's all good. But yeah, I'm so glad those days are behind me, and can't wait until these days are behind me. And I'm done with the debt. And so I'm gonna put down a little bit, a few more date headers, not date headers, but the date stickers. And I put that full box down, just to show that's my birthday right there, and to tell myself celebrate. I don't know, as you get older, if it's just me, because I've seen people my age, and some of them they celebrate all month. That's never been my jam. But I forget, like a celebration to me is, can I take a nap? I just want a nap. And so I'm putting down 3 student loan payment stickers. Um, One is for the savings from my utilities from the month of October. So I'm looking forward to whatever that is and putting that difference on my student loans. And the other 2 are from my paycheck. You know what? I can't count. It's 4 student loan stickers that I'm putting down, because one is going to be coming from YouTube. I did meet the $100 threshold for November. Okay, so this next page is going to be my dashboard and my monthly budget. The monthly budget is just another copy of the monthly cash flow plan that you guys see that I fill out. I just take the numbers from there and put it into this spread right here, just so I'll have it in my planner. And when I'm done with this planner, I don't have to go back to my binder. I still have my binder and I still stick the monthly cash flow plans in there. I don't know. I just like writing it down. And plus it helps keep the whole spread for the whole month cohesive for me. It makes me want to look at my monthly budget a little bit more. So I like pretty. I'm one of those people. I like pretty. So that's why I just take this and just copy everything over here and then actually track my actuals and my budget in here. I don't really do that on a monthly cash flow plan. And it's been great to be able to go back and see um, the utility savings, see that in the next month I put that on the debt, to be able to follow what I'm doing and make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Anytime I have tried that thing that some people do where they say they hide money from themselves, I don't do too well at that. I find a way to spend it. It's never hidden. I'm still fine tuning what is a fixed expense for me and my variable expenses. Um, because some things are fixed, I just put it in and that's it. And I'm thinking I need to move the YouTube savings over to the fixed expenses next month. And then I had problems spelling the word utility. I have no idea. I wrote it down once and couldn't spell it the second time. But yeah, so for my income, it's mainly my full-time job, my utility savings, and my cash envelopes and the money I earn on YouTube. Now, if the pandemic wasn't a thing, I would be outside hustling and merchandising. But with the pandemic being what it is, and I have asthma, I can't do that right now. It wouldn't be smart of me to do it. And you'll see that I leave one extra line at the bottom of the fixed and the variable expenses. And I'm glad I did because I had forgot my subscriptions as a fixed expense because that's a sinking fund that I have. Okay, here's my dashboard. And on here, this is where I keep my goals for the month, my notes. And my notes are things that I want to carry over into the next month. It's stuff I need to remember to do. And I do go back like the last day of the month and just sit back and just think, what is it that I need to remember to take care of in November that I couldn't do in October, or it's just something new that I thought of. And since it's Thanksgiving, this lady had a sweet potato pie, or at least it looks like a sweet potato pie. It could be a pumpkin pie. But I decided I wanted to put that down. Unfortunately, around here, I don't get to eat pies. I haven't eaten a pie in years. That's because my kids say they don't understand the concept of a pie. And I'm like, what is there to understand except for goodness? It's just the same thing with chicken pot pies. It's not that different. You just eat it. And so now I'm going to count the days of possible no spend days. I'm trying to make up my mind if I'm going to include Black Friday or not. I'm not sure. I'm off from work on Black Friday, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go Black Friday shopping or not. So I'm writing down 24 no spend days. And then I want to reevaluate my sinking funds. And my goal is to put $2,800 to my debt. And I want to save $60 from my cash envelopes. But yeah, whether I'm going to shop or not for Black Friday, I'm not sure. Are you guys going to be shopping for Black Friday? The next two pages, this is my weekly check-in and my spending tracker. The weekly check-in is tricky when there's 5 weeks in a month. I feel like Erin Condren reduced the number of lines in this planner, but it could just be me. And I just noticed there's more room at the top than I remember in the other one. Maybe one day I'll count lines. I probably won't. I probably won't. That just sounds boring to me. I don't want to do that. But I did leave myself enough washi so that I can remember to separate my weeks on my spending tracker to make it easier for you guys. And I'm changing up how I'm numbering the weeks on the weekly check-in page so I can use Kate's week 1, week 2, week 3 on my spending tracker. Yeah, I put this washi in this left hand margin thinking that I would be able to fit the weekly check-in. But then when I started putting the labels down, writing down my categories, I started to see I have an issue. And plus I write really big, so it doesn't leave me with a lot of room. But for my cash envelopes, I have 5 categories that I track weekly. Between groceries and restaurants, I want to say those are my top 2. And personal comes in the third place when it comes to areas that I can actually do a lot of overspending. And so that's why I use cash. Anytime I swipe my card, even when I'm getting gas, and because that's the only thing mainly that I have to stop and actually use my card, I don't remember what I bought. I don't remember how much I spend, but if I spend cash, more than likely I can come out of the store and say, oh yeah, I spent X. I spent 50 something dollars at Aldi. I have a figure in my head. I bought gas the other day and I don't even know how much I spent. But groceries and restaurants, they were the worst areas for me. I used to spend about $600 a month on groceries. Now I think I spend about 300, close to 300. Some months is right at 300. Holiday months or 5-week months, it could be a little higher. But it took a lot of discipline, to kind of stop some of the stuff that I was doing. And a lot of it was just me trying to anticipate needs, even though nobody asked for it. And then also, like, I would get frustrated at work. And so I would pick up what we were going to eat for dinner. And so if you add that to, I went and cooked breakfast. So I would go to the cafeteria at work and buy my breakfast there. And then I went and bring my lunch. So I would have to go out and buy my lunch. So I used to spend a lot of money in restaurants. And I think like when I got that under control during that first year, I saw a lot of money that just seemed to appear in my budget and was available for me to use on my debt or pay my household expenses that I didn't know was just walking out the door. So yeah, now I'm going to be using the flags. so I can save those other headers. And I'm going to write weekly check-in on the thin washi at the bottom in black, and then later I'm going to go back in with a white. I have a white little ink pen. It doesn't really show up that well, but I can see it a little bit better now, and the black didn't show up as much. And you're going to see me white out that personal line there, and I'm not on camera going to write it back in. It was during editing that I saw that I had whited it out and forgot to put it back on there, and so I did write personal back in. And I think that like personal stuff and cash envelopes, I get out of hand with work events. So the next two, it's going to be my paycheck number 1 and paycheck number 2. This is where my paycheck to paycheck budgets go. I was trying to describe this and how, like the monthly is kind of like the pie in the sky. It's like I'm standing on top of a tall tree and I can see everything. And then the paycheck to paycheck is kind of like my road navigator. It's what I'm going to do during the first 15 days of the month. And then the next check is the last 16 days of the month. Unless it's February, and it's not 15 days. Why am I focusing on that? I don't know. Sometimes. Whew. Somebody told me I was obsessive compulsive. They said I was OCD, but I'm like, no, I'm not. But I think sometimes, yeah. I don't think it's a bad thing. Until stuff like that, when I'm focusing on how many days are in February. It's like it's either 28 or 29. Then it depends on what year, leap year, and all that stuff. And it's like, stop thinking about that. For paycheck number 2, you're going to see I'm going to have some thin washi at the bottom of that page. And that's because I have fewer expenses coming out of my second paycheck. My first paycheck is where I take care of like the rent, my cash envelopes, my sinking funds. I have a few sinking funds that come out of my second paycheck, but that's only because it's automatically taken out. It's nothing that I'm doing. So that's why you see it's not the same across the two. The second paycheck is where my big debt payment is actually paid. So yeah, I try to reduce as many expenses on that check as possible. Okay, so this page is going to be my sinking funds and my spending tracker. The only thing I can anticipate doing this month as far as the sinking funds are concerned is the Black Friday shopping. I didn't put that in my budget because I'm not even sure if I'm going to do it or not. I do plan on taking many naps. That's my goal for the month. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else that needs to come out of them unless I get an oil change or something for my car. Now, one of the things I did notice with my header, I like the way I did my headers on the paycheck to paycheck spread. I bookended it with the flower. I should have done that on this one too. I think that would have been nice just to have the flowers on the outside of it, but I wasn't thinking when I was putting it down. I was just peeling them up, putting them down, and I was listening. What was I listening to? It was something Halloween. Poirot or something. I think I was listening to a Halloween one, and I like that. I like that show, so I was listening to that more so than actually paying attention and making sure my flowers are pointing in the right direction. But I know better next time. But yeah, you're gonna see I'm one sinking fund short this month. The PMP exam is done. It is paid for, and I have been studying like the exam is not going to change in January. Or it is going to change in January, and I don't want to have to learn a new format. And so the next page is my debt tracker. And I am now officially down to 6 student loans. And so that kind of felt good, filling out the debt tracker and just having 6 of them to write down. And I'm only going to put these starting balances on the 5 that I'm not paying on. I'm waiting until my last payment has processed, and then I'll write down a starting balance for 011. And then I can put down the total debt balance. Get tongue-tied, y'all. To start off November with. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, I never thought I'd see the day when I just have 6. And I think this month I'm going to go use my Starbucks gift card. Now I know that don't have anything to do with me sitting with this planner, but the stickers I used on this page make me want to try out some Starbucks coffee. I can't remember what I've last bought from Starbucks, but it wasn't coffee. I feel like it was hot chocolate or something. And so my stickers say eat, drink, and get cozy, and coffee date, hot tea, and cozy sweaters. And my girls say sweater weather. As you can see, I like the lady with the big old afro. I'm still working on my own. I'm not doing a good job though. Okay, and so now the last 2 pages before the flip through. So this first one is going to be my paycheck number 3. And this is the one that's going to be from YouTube. Since I know that I met the $100 threshold now, I can go ahead and set this up. Since the month is not over, I don't necessarily know how much I'm going to actually earn or anything like that. It takes about maybe a week or 2 afterwards. I think a week after the month is over before the numbers kind of finalize, because they can change after the end of the month. And then on this next page, I got a suggestion from a subscriber, or at least I hope she's a subscriber. Man, all these S's. And this is what she suggested. She said on this page, I could put like my struggles, my successes, what habits I need to stop, and what habits I need to start. So I'm going to try that. So you're going to see me put down those flags, but I did come back and write it in, because I made a note on a Post-it note, and before I started the video, I couldn't find my Post-it note, but I did find it. It was actually on my PMP book. It was on my exam prep book. And I also put down that sticker for grateful for, because I'm trying to make sure that I remember to write down things that I'm grateful for. And here is a final flip through of my November. And thank you all so much for watching and subscribing to my channel, encouraging me, engaging with me. I do appreciate it oh so much. You guys have made my debt-free journey not so lonely. And y'all have a great one. Bye.